The 2024 Prelude to the Olympic Games, an event celebrating and emphasizing the cultural impact of the Olympics on the French capital, was live at the Foundation Louis Vuitton in Paris, France. And as we all anticipated the roller coaster that is the Olympic Games, we surely expected our favorite celebrities and superstars to show up in their best fashions. Now, while some did exactly just that and slayed the red carpet in their fashions, others just served us fashion disasters. So here are the top 10 worst dressed at the Prelude to the Olympic Games 2024. Take a look. First up on our worst dressed list, we have the beautiful Spanish singer-songwriter Rosalia. And for the Prelude to the Olympic Games, she had on this nude tone lace long gown by Dior, and I'm not sure I was really on board with this look tonight on the red carpet. Now, first of all, I just wasn't really loving this nude toned color on her. It just looks really stuffy and drabby on her, and it just kind of really looks like old clothing. Also, the fit of the dress wasn't really the greatest, and it just felt super maxi, and it just did nothing for her shape or her proportions. Now, the fabric in on itself was giving me a very old tablecloth realness, and it was just not nice to look at. Now, the granny panties that she had on underneath just did not help matters at all, and it just looked really diabolical, and I don't think it was giving what she thought it was going to give overall. Now, the only thing I'm really living for in this look is the hair and the face. Aside that, the entirety of this look has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the Japanese tennis player Naomi Osaka. And for the Prelude to the Olympics 2024, she had on this light blue mesh top and a black maxi pleated skirt by Louis Vuitton, and no, this look was just not the tea for me tonight. Now, I just wasn't really loving this look in its entirety. It just felt like this look was not the right look for her, and it just maybe kind of shows with the way she was just standing so timidly on the carpet, almost like she knew that this look in itself wasn't really giving what it was supposed to give, and I really have to agree with her on that. Now, it just looked like she just put random pieces of clothing together and called it a day, because this look was giving me very that. Now, the top didn't look the greatest, and this maxi skirt that we see just really enveloped her, so just really pairing these two together was bound to be disastrous, and that it absolutely was. Quite frankly, this looks like the look was wearing her and not the other way around, and that to me is always a no-no in my book. This look in itself was giving me a very old church lady vibe, and I don't think that's what she was going for. So yeah, this look by Naomi has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the American ski racer Lindsey Vonn. And for the Prelude to the Olympic game, she had on this golden silky long dress by Saint Laurent. And was I really living for this look or loving it altogether? I really don't think so. Now, maybe it's just a me thing, but I've never just really liked this sort of like silky spaghetti strapped silhouette. I mean, it just does not look as expensive or elevated to me, just because it always just gives me that sleepwear negligee type vibe, and I really can't unsee it because they literally are the same style. More so, I just don't think that this look was the best in terms of like construction, and I mean, I guess they tried to use those darts to kind of add shape to the garment, but just the way it was folding and creasing and crumpling just did not make it look the best to me, and I really wasn't gagging. Overall, I don't think I'll ever be on board with this kind of like sleepwear negligee type look, so it's always gonna be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the legend himself, Snoop Dogg. And for the Prelude to the Olympic game, he had on this bronze colored blazer top and a light gold tone pant, and this was just not my favorite look tonight on the red carpet, and I'll tell you why. Now, first of all, this look just really lacked any form of like coordination for me. I mean, it's very easy for this like metallic type fabric that was used in the construction of this look to look and feel very tacky really fast if it's not done appropriately. So just to see this mixing and matching of like two different looking type of metallic fabric That in itself just felt really chaotic to me real fast. I mean, he just really looks like the Tin Man, but this time in like bronze and gold, and it just looks messy overall. Now, maybe if he would have styled this look with like black pants, maybe that would have just toned it down for me a bit and made more sense, because this was just not it for me. More so, I know that this like big type of chains is very like hip hop and trendy, but do I really love it with this look? I don't think so. So yeah, overall, I just felt like this look just lacked a clear point of view, so it has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the beautiful Elizabeth Banks. And for the prelude to the Olympic Games, she had on this black mini dress by Harbison Studios, and she was styled by the amazing Erin Walsh. And I really don't think that this look was completely and utterly bad. I just was very underwhelmed by the look and just by the construction of it all. Now, first of all, it's already bad in itself that this look is really not the most memorable. But now adding that really ugly blue bow thingy, and I don't even know exactly what that is, was just really horrible. I mean, if you wanted to be boring and regular schmegular, why not stick with that? But just adding another ugly element just did not help the case of this dress. Now, this look in itself was giving me very air hostess and not really the star on the red carpet. So yeah, I'm gonna chop this look. Up next on our list, we have the glamorous Natalie King. And for the prelude to the Olympic Games, she had on this pale green mesh long dress by Natalia Fedna, and I think she really looks gorgeous as a person. But this look is what I'm really not understanding or comprehending tonight on the red carpet. Now, this sort of like pale green lime wash color is really not the most flattering, especially for like people with like lighter skin tone, and we can evidently just see that in this look because it just really washes her out a lot and it just made her look really pale. Also, just the way the dress was constructed was really not my favorite, and it just generally just looked slouchy and really drabby, just the way it was sitting on her body, and it just did nothing for her proportion. Now, this look in itself was giving me a very old slacked cardigan moment, and while that would be amazing like at home on the bed, for the red carpet, that was a no-no for me. The shoes, on the other hand, just felt far too clunky on her, and it just did nothing for the entire look. So yeah, this look by Natia has to be a chop for me. Up next, we have the beautiful Nigerian actress Ivon Orji. And for the prelude to the Olympic game, she had on this black velvet sleep-long dress with a pale green and silver patterned cape jacket, and yeah, no, this look just did not do it for me on the red carpet tonight. Now, first of all, the tricky thing about using the velvet fabric is that it can look so beautiful and lush if it's constructed and fitted to a T. However, it can also just look really ridiculous if things like the fittings and the construction are not really taken into proper consideration, and we kind of see that in this look tonight on Ivon. Now, the fit of that velvet sleep dress just looks really droopy and off just because it wasn't well fitted to her body. It looked heavy, it looked clunky, and that in itself just really takes away from the expensiveness of the velvet fabric. More so, I just felt like there would have been like 1,000 ways to have like styled up this look, and just styling it with this really raggedy looking cape just did nothing for the overall look. I don't know, it just felt like there was a bit of a disconnect for me with this look, and it was just not my cup of tea. So yeah, this look by Ivon has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the beautiful Ali Raisman. And for the prelude to the Olympic game, she had on this nude illusion mesh long dress by Elisab, and honestly, I'm just really bored. I mean, this nude mesh type illusion dress is just something we've seen over and over again. It's been overdone, it's been overflogged on the red carpet, and this look in itself is really just not channeling anything new or sultry or innovative. It's just bland, it's boring, it's just meh. I'm bored. Next. So yeah, this look by Ali is going to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the ebony goddess Lashana Lynch. And for the prelude to the Olympic Games, She had on this white top and black maxi pants, and I definitely have questions. I mean, is she running for like the Olympics, or is she like a participant? Because I don't understand why she would show up like this. It's just really nothing glamorous about this. It looks too basic, too boring, too regular schmegular. Quite frankly, it just looks like maybe she's a waiter. It's giving very waiter and not really a star on the red carpet. So I'm just a bit confused by that. Lashana is a beautiful woman, gorgeous, gorgeous, but this look I shall not stand by. So yeah, this look by Lashana has to be a chop for me. Finally, on our worst dress list, we have the stylist to the stars, Jeremy Scott. And for the prelude to the Olympic game, he had on this golden jacket and, black pants and a grey inner shirt. And I mean, here comes the golden Power Ranger. That's what it's ultimately giving. I mean, for a stylist, I just would expect more glam, more pizzazz, more, styling. But this is just not giving me anything. It's basic, it's boring, I'm bored. Jeremy, let's have a conversation. Yeah, it's a chop for me. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I shared with you guys my top 10 worst dress at the prelude to the Olympic Games 2024. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I would definitely see you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye for now. Au revoir.